A husband's funeral, his widow saying goodbye, and the woman she says was his girlfriend walking through the door. Police were called to a funeral home in the middle of the service. The widow said another woman had arrived uninvited and refused to leave. That woman, the alleged girlfriend, the widow calls her Crystal.
Here.
That's you.
When officers arrived, they met with the victim during the funeral service to uncover what had happened between her and her husband's alleged girlfriend.
Again, I said, I apologize. I just want to do everything the right way, but there's...
Are you guys from a restaurant? I'm sorry.
It's right here.
Thank you.
Hey,
What night?
I'm so she's Well, I got a license plate number of the person I'm talking about. She was outside making direct threats. I didn't allow her in. That's why I had my family watching for her. She's allegedly the girlfriend of her husband. So she's making direct threats. She knows exactly where I live at. She knows my phone number. She knows my insurance rep. She's making direct threats. And she got me on the wrong day. I'm telling y'all.
Yeah, this is a disrespect.
I was sitting right there by the front door.
She was by the front door?
I was by the front door. I was sitting inside
There's
here.
another female out there in a green dress.
That's the one I'm talking. No, she's not a white female.
Okay, there was another white female in a green dress. I'm sorry.
She, like I explained, she had single braids, and there was a half bun on top.
So what did she exactly say to you today?
I got witnesses. You can get witness statements as well. We never direct. So she got in. Excuse me. Give me a second. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's right here. So she did end up coming through the door, and as I was walking around, I said, "No, you need to leave. Respect me, my husband, and my children, and leave." And she hesitated.
So you know her from previous experience
I've
then?
known, yes.
So, and I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful or get into your business, but you know her as a girlfriend to your husband, or she claims she was...
So when it comes to things like that, you only know what people tell you.
Right.
So
she says one thing and your former husband said something different. Okay.
So this is like you holding on to something that you really don't have situation, and now that he's
Right,
gone,
and he's gone, there's really no business to... Okay. And so what did she say specifically to you today?
She said, "I'm going to end up in a casket right there where my husband is." She said, "I'm dead."
I heard that.
And it's... Okay.
I'm not playing.
That's...
Listen, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this. My husband...
Does she think she's going to get something?
I don't know. I don't know. We don't talk.
Because he's gone.
We don't talk.
Okay.
Me and her don't talk. We don't have anything to talk about. If this is what you're proclaiming to be your life.
Does she have a kid that she's trying to say is his?
She can't have kids.
Okay.
Were you able to find that? That's okay. Take your time.
Did she come up here with people, or?
Her mother, her sister, her brother, her family.
So did they think they were just going to come in at 10?
Yeah, they signed the guest book because that's how far they got in.
Yeah, they kind of pushed past me to get in.
And they're sent outside now.
They've been outside because I told them they need to leave. She, like I said, she hesitated. She directly threatened me, and
the rest of the family members went out.
They all left.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she's the one that wanted to act more of a fool.
Yeah, the mom was kind of like, she gave me a look. She gave me a real small look. But they have since been outside.
And you're with the funeral home,
I'm
right?
at the funeral.
Yes, I'm sorry.
So if they're not attending and the family don't want them here, then they need to leave. Okay.
It's supposed to
I just have to know where we stand when we go out there.
Of course.
I mean, we could obviously
Yeah, like I said,
take her to jail if need be. If she's out there, then the rest of the family members can move
left
on.
now that y'all pulled up because they've been trying to get my family has been trying to get her to leave for about 2 hours now.
When it comes to situations like these, we would prefer them to leave.
That's
So
what-
we don't
that's what
have
we've
to
been trying
have
to do.
something
That's why I called
at a
y'all.
funeral. We don't need.
That's exactly why I called y'all.
Is that her and her family over up on the far back? Is that the olive green
Yep.
dress?
Yep. You are correct.
Okay.
You are correct. Yep.
Yeah, she's got.
Like I said, the black Jeep Cherokee, her license plate number is She's been to my house, made threats there.
So that's going to be her, and then she's got her.
Everybody that's with her. So there's another girl with a green dress. That was her mother. I think her mother left.
Okay.
I don't see her
And
mother
those are
anymore.
her people?
Those are her people, yep.
Not necessarily your people.
Well, the dude that's wiping his forehead right now, that's my husband's cousin.
Okay.
So, like I said, this has gotten really messy over the past few days. She's been spreading rumors, telling lies, talking about that he divorced me and this, that. I got my marriage license in my purse.
Yeah, we're not worried about that. I just want to make sure who I know I'm going to
That's it
address
directly.
when we go out there.
Yep,
So.
that's it directly. And some of those people that's over there is my husband's family. Like I said, the dude with the braids going down.
Will they try to intervene if we try to arrest her?
I don't know. I just need y'all to do whatever y'all gonna do.
Okay.
I'm not gonna hold y'all. Just do what y'all need to
Let
do.
me grab your information.
My name is my middle name.
Alexis, ALEXIS.
Yes. Russell Clark.
Who's that lady standing next to her in the tan or the gray?
That's her mother.
That's mom. It's probably gonna get nasty real quick.
I know you want me to call from the crew. So she's only got that little group of people there with her, right?
She's only got that little group of people. I mean, she would just leave, and then we could put a broadcast and get her up later. But I hate having to do stuff like
I
that.
just don't know who's inside her truck, so I can't remember. Because that's her truck.
You said the license plate was GC
6314.
6314.
It's supposed to stand for Graylon and Crystal in the day that they met.
Wow. Is that your husband's?
Yeah, can we get a couple more?
Graylon? Yeah. So she's made up this whole delusional thing. This shit's gonna end up on fucking Lifetime. I swear to God. This is
You on next
Every day when I was locked up, every day. Every day when I was locked up. Every day I talk to him, bro.
another purge.
23, you guys draw the speedy. Go ahead, him. That's right, we got this.
Okay.
Dispatch, you can go over here and hold.
I got information.
Got their information.
Yeah, and I got.
We'll go over, try to talk to them. We got more crews coming if we need them or whatnot. I'm hoping we won't, but
I'm trying to shut this down.
Are you guys done with the?
Yeah.
Everybody's-
We wasn't letting
everybody's
nobody
leaving
else in.
Okay.
So,
But the service and everything is done.
as far as I'm concerned, yes. I was going to talk to y'all first to handle this
Yes, ma'am.
situation.
And you did it the right way. So we'll go do what we can do, and we'll get it first. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Thank you, ma'am. Make sure y'all stay hydrated.
Yes, ma'am.
It needs to be that way. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
That's our family, though.
This is our family, though.
what's her first name?
Crystal. Sorry. Excuse us. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, she's bleeding. Sorry, I'm very
Do what?
any need for her to talk? Yeah, she agreed to leave the property.
She's gonna talk. Crystal,
Calm down.
hold on.
Okay.
Put your hands behind your back.
For what?
Put your hands behind your back.
For what?
Put your hands behind your back.
What is you for? What?
What's she getting arrested for?
Did y'all tell her she was under arrest and what for?
You're under arrest. You're making some threats.
She didn't make no threats.
Okay, we've got witnesses. I need you guys to step back. I need you to step back. We'll talk to you in a minute, okay?
She didn't make no
I need you guys to
threats.
step back for now, please.
Back up.
Is there anything else you want them to take for right now?
Miss Jones and Mr.
We'll let you talk to her in the car. We'll explain to you.
Give us just a second.
We'll explain it to you.
Excuse me, can one of y'all talk to her parents and inform her parents after y'all put her car? Back up, bruh. Back up. Back up from the police. Back up from the police. Sorry, it's my hand on your back, sir.
No, you're fine.
And I don't
I
want
mean,
to go around just-
she's a grown woman, so. But we'll talk to her
Police are
parents.
and I
Yeah.
don't want to. Her parents, come here.
Just go down there. You will be out.
Parents, come here. Back up.
Okay.
Let's have a seat.
Okay.
My dress.
Yeah, you're fine.
No, I need her to pull my dress over my knees.
Can you pull her dress up over her
That's
knees?
her dad. Hold on. Dad and mom stand over there. Everybody else back up from here.
Back up. She's an adult. She's an adult. I will talk to everybody else later.
Come on, y'all see the aggressiveness? Just be smart this time. Back the fuck up.
Sorry. It's fine. I appreciate your help.
How old are you? Trying to do this as respectful as possible. I know there's a lot going on. How old are you?
20. I'll be 29 tomorrow.
29. Here's the deal.
This is cutting my neck.
I can try to put it right there. There were allegations of threats made that you said you were going to put her in the ground next to her husband.
I haven't even made contact with her.
Crystal says she never even made it inside. The widow says she made a threat instead. Not a shove, not a shout. A threat to put the widow in the ground right next to her husband. That's not just an insult, that's menacing. And when the threat is specific enough, it's aggravated. Officers split the two families and started taking statements. Crystal's account didn't match what the widow said, or what witnesses said, or what funeral home staff confirmed hearing. The more she talked, the less any of it lined up. Under Ohio law, aggravated menacing doesn't require you to mean the threat. It only requires the other person to believe you might. A widow standing over her husband's casket believed it. Officers had heard enough. Crystal turned 29 the next day. She spent the night before it in handcuffs.
Wouldn't even let me in the building. I ain't made contact.
Well, we're hearing it otherwise, okay? And so she's going to have to go down. She's going to have to press charges and that kind of stuff. Right now, you're going to go with us. Okay? So that's what it is the threats. It's menacing. You're threatening to kill her by putting her in the ground.
I really look like
I know emotions are high. There's a lot of different stuff going on, but this is what's
everybody out here can tell you. I ain't saying nothing. That's his sister right there.
Right.
Like,
so that's where we're at today. Okay.
That's the thing. When she told me, like, you know, I can go in there between 4 and 4:10 to see. I said okay. She said they just want you to, you know, leave for right now till everybody leave. I said okay. That was my car I was getting into,
right.
But everybody is leaving at the same time and passing in front of my car. I can't hit nobody trying to get out, and then I'm not driving. So you asked me to leave. Which she told somebody else. She told somebody else that, you know, that she was gonna let me see, and that, you know, she just wanted me to leave for now. I was okay with that. Okay. But I couldn't get out. Clearly, when y'all even walked over there, y'all see it was a car blocking my car.
Right. There's stuff. Right.
So how am I? You asked me to leave. How am I supposed to leave if I can't even get in my vehicle?
And we didn't ask you to leave.
No, not y'all. I'm saying she
I know.
did.
And we didn't tell you or nothing like that.
No, that's fine.
The reason you're going to go down today is because of the threats. Now, here's what happens. She has to go down and talk to the prosecutor. If she follows through with the charges, that's on that. It's going to be a misdemeanor. Your people can bail you out within an hour or so, okay? And handle the stuff through in courts.
And how much is that going to be? So I can let my family know.
I don't know the specifics. I don't want to give you a dollar amount and promise you something that's not true.
So can you let my family know that?
Yeah, we can let your mom and them know that, hey, you're going to go down. It's a misdemeanor charge. They should be able to bail you out within about an hour or two, okay? But the sooner that we can get you down there and get that process started, without having to deal with emotions and everybody here. So
somebody going to call them? Like, can y'all get one of their numbers to
make a phone call?
You'll be able to make a phone call. You know their numbers.
I just know my mom's. I don't.
That's about the only family member I know is my mom.
I just know my mom's number by heart.
Okay.
I can write a phone number down for you.
My mama answer. Mom, just stay with Cupcake for me, please. Mom, I'll be all right. They just said, give me an hour or two. I'll be all right. Just give me an hour or two. Y'all can come get me. Only number I know is my mom, so y'all need to stay with my mama.
But here's what I'll caution you guys with, okay? Regardless of what's going on with this other girl and that kind of stuff, we don't need additional drama with the family stuff. You know what I mean?
It's not.
Right, let's let the courts handle the stuff.
If you really want to be technical, it's her people's. It's her own people's. I done had a whole dude out here threaten me. I didn't call the police because I know emotions is high.
Right.
That's the thing. I'm not that type of person.
Right. I understand, and I'm not saying you are. You know what I mean? We're caught in the middle.
I'm in a whole dress and sandals. Like.
All right, I'm gonna shut the door. Okay.
Dayton Police Department.
Well, right now it's not about the intimidation.
She's gonna get a misdemeanor.
This is my attorney. Can y'all tell her what she's being charged with? I'm trying to help her get out.
Okay, give us a second.
I'm not talking to your attorney. We're dealing with her.
I'm trying to represent her, get her some help to
Basically,
get out.
threats were made.
You're not an attorney.
We're addressing the threats right now.
You have to contact her.
So about what we say doesn't count because she didn't threaten nobody.
Well, we've got the victim and witnesses who say they saw and heard the threats. So
She didn't threaten nobody.
I understand that's what you believe.
That's what I
we
know.
have to go based off what our victim and
I know.
witnesses say.
Okay, so forget about
that'll be for the court. That'll be for the courts to decide.
That'll be up to the court.
I know,
So
but
you guys will
Their
go to
party
court.
has to go down and press charges. Okay. It's a misdemeanor charge. She'll be able to be bailed out within about an hour or so. And then at that point, whether people get protection orders and keep away from each other and that kind of stuff. I know this is a situation where.
So why this couldn't be just a citation?
Because it's not a citation.
This is threats were made. We don't write citations for threats.
Hey, Mom, I called my attorney Slicer, and he said 25 to get her out, but I'm just trying to see what she's going to be charged with first. You hear me?
It'll be menacing.
Okay.
It's going to be a misdemeanor charge.
Okay.
So it's not a felony, but it's the process we have to go through. I mean, she's been cooperative. She's not picking up any charges from us. And then all that the funeral home asks is the rest of her family just to
Take these off my head and give them to my mom.
I can. Do you want me to take your jewelry as well?
Yes,
Is this your mom right here in the
Yes, that's my mom. No, it's not gonna hurt. You can pull it. Pull it. It's okay. It's only two of them that's gonna slide over my neck.
Okay, the bigger ones?
The bigger ones are gonna slide over. The other one is not.
The other one, okay.
That one is
The jail
slide.
will put that in your property then? Yeah, it's not back here.
Then I'll do the order. I'll do the ordering card for her. I just want to get you and her out of here.
Okay.
That way, if you have to do the booking screen down there at the jail, it's fine. It's Archie. Husband dies and wife's here to. This is the report number. We're going to need you to go down to the prosecutor's office tomorrow, 8:30 in the morning. Talk to the prosecutor. So that's going to be at address is 335 West 3rd Street, 3rd floor. Talk to the prosecutor. I'm taking her to jail. The rest of the family members left. But if you don't go down and press the charges, nothing happens. Follow through with protection orders and stuff like that.
I was supposed to do that this morning. I swear to God. My uncle took me downtown to get the papers. They told me the magistrate wasn't seeing nobody today until like 2:30, and I'm like, I won't need to be.
Yeah, you're doing this. So, unfortunately, this happened before that. But go down tomorrow.
The suspect was taken to the local jail where she
was booked and charged with 3 offenses: aggravated menacing, obstructing official business, and assault on a police officer. In Ohio, aggravated menacing alone carries up to 180 days in jail. Obstructing official business, interfering with officers doing their job, adds a separate charge on top. The assault and menacing charges were later dismissed. The obstruction charge is still pending. The officers get a B+. They kept 2 grieving families apart without anyone getting hurt and built the case on statements before making an arrest. Under Ohio's menacing standard, the widow's belief backed by witnesses was enough. No shortcuts needed. Crystal gets a D. She showed up to a funeral she wasn't wanted at and made a threat with witnesses standing right there. In Ohio, that's a first-degree misdemeanor up to 6 months just for the words alone. There's no birthday exemption for aggravated menacing. If you're threatened, don't just remember it, get it documented. Witnesses staff security footage. That's what turned a shouting match into a chargeable crime. The obstruction charge is still working through the courts. What do you think should happen next? Drop it in the comments and subscribe for more real Bodycam breakdowns.